Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Edwin's commentary. If you are coming across this channel for the first time, please remember to subscribe, like and also comment for more updates. Every few years the world hears the same prediction that another country, usually the United States, is ready to take over women's sprinting. New stars emerge, bold headlines are written, and fans begin talking about a changing of the guard. But when the biggest race arrive, one nation keep delivering the same answers: Jamaica. Time and time again, Jamaica women have risen the occasion, proving that sprinting greatness is more than individual talent. It's a national tradition. From Olympic champions to rising teenager stars, Jamaicans continue to set the standard while reminding the world exactly who owns women's sprinting. In today's videos, we will look at how Jamaicans once again sent a powerful message to Americans and why this small Caribbean nation remains the undisputed home of the fastest women on earth. Continue watching this video until the end, then I will come with more comments.
Look what's coming next. Sha'Carri Richardson back at Hayward Field against the Tokyo podium at 100 meters. Picture, and now you see her amongst the 9 women in this race. The 21-year-old Sha'Carri Richardson won the Olympic trials here in June, but the evening after that race, she tested positive for marijuana, which she said she used to help cope with the death of her biological mother. That positive test invalidated her result from the trials, so she could not compete at the Olympics. But her situation generated a lot of sympathy, and the track world has been eagerly awaiting her return to the track today, exactly 9 weeks after that stirring victory on this track in June. And let's look at the field going up against her. The world champion, Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce, part of that Jamaican podium in Tokyo.
Nobody has a better collection of 100-meter medals. She has medals from each of the last 4 Olympic finals. Here is Sha'Carri Richardson, number 6 all time. She has 1 loss this year at 100 meters. That was in Gateshead back in May. And here's the young lady now, the fastest woman alive, Elaine Thompson-Herah, 10.61, pointing at the clock into a headwind to win the Olympic final in Tokyo. She did the double-double, winning the 100 and the 200 in successive Olympic Games. And here is a frustrated young lady, Marie-José Talou of the Ivory Coast, 4th in the final in Tokyo. She was also 4th in the Rio Olympic Games. Mujinga Kambunji of Switzerland, she also made the final at both 100 and 200 meters in the Tokyo Olympic Games.
And outside in lane 9, that's Brianna Williams, part of the Jamaican quartet that won gold in Tokyo in the 4x100-meter relays, coached by one Otto Bolden.
She's the youngest in the field at 19, but this is the showdown that everybody was expecting in Tokyo. The entire podium is here. Shericka Jackson 3rd, Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce 2nd, and on the left there, Elaine Thompson-Herah, the gold medalist in both the 100 and the 200. And they've put Sha'Carri Richardson in the middle.
9 talented women on this track right now, but the world thinking this is Richardson versus the Tokyo podium in the women's 100. I think Tiana Daniels out in lane 1 trying to cut through the tension here by holding her hand up, and we'll have a restart here. You can feel it in the stadium right now.
This is what big races are supposed to feel like. You're supposed to feel nervous no matter where you are in the stadium. Tiana Daniels was the only American to make the Olympic final this year, and she was the only American to make the World Championship final 2 years ago in Doha. There's Javian Oliver, who was 2nd at the U.S. trials on this track, but didn't make the final in Tokyo. This crowd is completely hushed.
Richardson said she didn't think that she would be nervous coming into this race, but wants to perform well, and she is sandwiched between the 2 greatest Jamaican sprinters ever.
Ladies and gentlemen, I don't think Jamaica produces sprinters. I think Jamaica tells stories. Every generation writes a chapter, then quietly hands the pen to the next. That's why watching Jamaican athletics never feels like watching the same movie twice. The name changes, the magic doesn't. Today, we've got two races that prove exactly that. The first reminds us why Jamaica became the home of sprint queens. The second shows us why that story is nowhere near finished. So don't skip this one, because by the end, you'll understand why the world keeps waiting for Jamaica to slow down and Jamaica keeps refusing. So guys, let's subscribe and enjoy these two wonderful races, and then I'll be back with more commentary. Full credit to the original broadcasters of these race footages. Thank you.
And arguably two of the best ever. So before this race even starts, two 10-6s versus all these 10-7s never happened before in history.
Women's 100. And a good start for Shelley-Ann Fraser-Price. Thompson, hurrah! Richardson being left behind, and out in front, the Olympic champion does it again.
10.54. That is the second fastest time ever. Only Floto has run better. And the Olympic champion reminds you why she is the twice now reigning Olympic champ. That was an amazing 100 meters. She made it look easy. No contest. What happened to Sha'Carri Richardson? So the Olympic podium comes to Bree and duplicates their finish there. Thompson hurrah first, Fraser Price second, Jackson third, and it's Tiana Daniels with a big step up in form to run 10.83 for fourth. So here is Elaine Thompson hurrah. Since she got third at the Jamaican Olympic trials, she has been on a tear. Her coach said she's in the shape of her life, and she has proven it. No contest at the Olympics and no contest here. There is no question who the world's fastest woman is. It's Elaine Thompson hurrah of Jamaica. And her countrywomen did a good job as well. 10.73 for Shelley-Ann Fraser-Price and 76 for Sharika Jackson. And look at the reaction of the Olympic champion. Yet another personal best for her in 2021.
She was already in rarefied company as being only one of two people back-to-back 100 and 200 Olympic doubles. That, of course, Usain Bolt. But this kind of performance absolutely reinforces what we saw in Tokyo. Meantime, Sha'Carri Richardson finishing 9th in the race, and she's with Lewis Johnson.
Mr. Carey, what was your expectation as you came out here today to face these ladies from the Olympic Games?
Coming out today, it was a great return back to the sport. I wanted to be able to come and perform. Having a month off, dealing with all I was dealing with. I'm not upset at myself at all. This is one race. I'm not done. You know what I'm capable of. Count me out if you want to. Talk all the shit you want, because I'm here to stay. I'm not done. I'm the 6th fastest woman in this game ever. And can't nobody ever take that from me. Congratulations to the winners. Congratulations to the people that won, but they're not done seeing me yet. Period.
All right. Thank you, Sha'Carri.
Thanks, Lewis, and we do apologize for the colorful language from Sha'Carri, but she's making a point. She's not done. But right now, it's the Jamaicans celebrating in the building, where green is a popular color at the University of Oregon.
Brianna Williams of Jamaica. Here's the lineup. Laura Ann Falimi, Guadeloupe. Rakila Fagan, Barbados. Shaniqua Bascom, Trinidad and Tobago. Kaliza Smith, Guyana. Tia Clayton, Jamaica. Kishonna Niles, Barbados. Tina Clayton, Jamaica. And Paige Archer of the Bahamas.
Tina Clayton, lane number 7, the world under-20 champion last year in Nairobi. Her sister Tia, lane number 5, the Kirpta Trials champion. Sister versus sister.
2:15, Laura Ann Falemi of Guadeloupe, 11:95 in qualifying for this final. Excellent effort to get here. Fagan of Barbados, 11.82 in her semi-final. The girls really ran well in their semi-finals, all of them hitting really good form. Shaniqua Bascom, the 2019 under-17 200 champion here at Carifta, she goes in lane 3, had a personal best 11.50. This girl ran really well. Kalisa Smith of Guyana, 11.55 personal best in qualifying, beating Tina Clayton. This is Tia Clayton, controlled her semi-final, won in 11.63. The Jamaican Carifta Trials winner, now ready for this big one. Kishona Niles of Barbados, 11.57 personal best in her semi-final. Would love to improve on that again in the final. Here's the favorite, the world under-20 champion reigning Tina Clayton of Jamaica, 11.09 personal best. And then on the outside, Paige Archer of the Bahamas, 11.84 her best. She goes in lane 8.
Bascom and Niles both look good in qualifying. So too did Smith of Guyana. But no one looked quite as good as Tia Clayton.
On
Her
your
sister
marks.
Tina took it easy in the semi-finals. She's in lane 7.
Tina Clayton, the world under-20 champion, in 7. Her twin sister Tia in lane 5.
Set.
Off they go. Brilliant start for Smith of Guyana. Tia Clayton is running well. Tina Clayton has work to do. Tia and Tina Clayton. Tina Clayton, the world under-20 champion, wins the Carifta title. 11:21 on the clock downstairs. The wind is legal, positive 0.5 meters per second. 11:22. Tina Clayton breaks the Carifta under-20 record and adds this regional title to her world under-20 title, denying her twin sister, who ran a fabulous race as well. It's 1-2 for Jamaica. The twin attack takes charge in Kingston.
The wind almost still, 0.6 meters per second, and the office for the world junior champion got up with the field and then began to power through 11.22 to a Carifta meet record, and their sister second. So sister versus sister is Jamaica 1-2.
Bascom of Trinidad and Tobago, I think, got up for third. We have another look at it. Terrible start for Bascom of Trinidad and Tobago. And once the twins got ahead, it was a terrible start for Tina Clayton as well, but so much power. And as she crossed the line, she looked across to her left to ensure that her sister had gotten the second place, or maybe she was looking at the clock.
There she is on the outside, looking powerful. There's a look inside towards her sister and to the clock, 11.22. And their coach, Michael Dyke, tells me they want to be running for Jamaica in the 100 together at the World Juniors in Cali, Colombia this year.
Championship record for Tina Clayton, 11.22. Tia Clayton, 11.30. To take silver, Shaniqua Bascom of Trinidad and Tobago gets bronze at 11.57, just ahead of the Guyanese Kalisa Smith, 11.58. I've been dying all day to hear from Hodge. That is Adeja Hodge of the British Virgin Islands. We'll get that chance now.
Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. The stage couldn't have been bigger. On one side stood America's biggest sprint sensation, Sha'Carri Richardson, carrying the hope of millions of American fans. On the other side were Jamaican sprint loyalty, Elaine Thompson, Hera Shelley, Ann Fraser-Price, and Shericka Jackson. These weren't just athletes. They were representative of two sprinting powerhouse battling for global supremacy. As the gun fired, the tension disappeared. Elaine Thompson Hera exploded from the block with incredible acceleration. Every stride increased the gap between herself and the rest of the field. She crossed the finish line in a sensational 10.54 seconds, reminding everyone why she remains one of the fastest women in history. It was not just another race, it was a statement. Once again, when the pressure was highest, Jamaica delivered. Many countries produce great athletes. Jamaica produced generation of champions. Before Elaine Thompson-Hera dominated the track, Shelly Ann Fraser-Pryce inspired an entire generation with her Olympic success. Before Sherika Jackson became one of the world's fastest women, she watched Jamaica legend prove that greatness was possible. Now, today's young athletes are following the exact same path. This is what separates Jamaica from almost every other nation. Success doesn't end with one athlete, it becomes part of the culture. Each champion leaves behind more than medal, they leave behind belief. If American coaches were hoping Jamaica's dominance would fade with its legendary champion, the next chapter has already begun. Meet Tina and Tia Clayton. The twin sisters represent the future of the Jamaican sprinting. At the Carifata under 20 champions, Tina Clayton stormed to victory in a championship record 11.22 seconds, while they finished close behind. They are still teenagers, yet they already display the confidence and speed that made Jamaica famous. That is the frightening reality from Jamaicans' rivals. As one champion leaves, another is already waiting. While many countries search desperate for their next superstar, Jamaica simply introduced another one after another one. America has incredible athletes. Its depth of talent is undeniable, but Jamaica has built something even more powerful, a winning culture. Young Jamaican sprinters grow up watching Olympic champions train in their communities. They compete in one of the toughest high school track system in the world. Winning become normal, pressure become familiar, greatness become expected. That mindset creates athletes who don't fear the spotlight. They embrace it. When the biggest races arrive, Jamaica doesn't panic. It performs, and that is why years after years the green, gold and black remain at the front of the field. Women's sprinting is always evolving. New stars will continue to emerge. Americans will continue producing world-class athletes capable of winning major champions, but Jamaica has shown something remarkable. Its success is not built around one athlete. It's built around entire system, a culture, and a legacy that keeps producing champions. From Shelly Ann Fraser-Pryce to Elaine Thompson-Hera, from Sherika Jackson to Tina and Tia Clayton, the message remains the same. When the world's fastest women step on the track, Jamaica expects to win. And every time people begin to doubt them, Jamaica finds another way to remind the world why it remains the benchmark in women's sprinting. The names may change, but the tradition continues, because when it comes to women's sprinting, Jamaica does not just compete, it set the standard. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and let us know in the comment section, why will Jamaica continue its dominance, or can America finally take the sprinting crown? Let me see you in the comment section.